Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and guests. There are many jokes people tell that I seem to be one of. They're Jewish jokes, although it seems that most Jewish jokes, I think they're just meant to be insulting and you could change to any other nationality and they're mean the same thing. They're just meant to be insulting. But there's a particular brand of engineering jokes, which I think are meant, well, not to be insulting, but about the aspects of the engineer. And I find that I meet these qualifications for a lot of these jokes. For example, there's the joke that three people, a doctor, a lawyer, and an engineer, were at a golf course playing golf, and they were behind a very slow team. It was taking forever for this team in front of them to play. It looked like the balls were going all over the place. The owner of the golf club came by, and the threesome complained to the owner, "What is up with this team in front of us?" And the owner explained, "Oh, I'm so sorry. A few years ago, our clubhouse had this big fire, and these firemen, they were volunteers. They came and helped put out the fire, but a few of them became blind in the process. And we were so inspired by them, we come and we let them play for free whenever they want. And so I'm sorry there's this blind team, but we owe it to them." And the doctor said, "Oh, that's so sad. I wonder if there's any medical things that I could do to help them." The lawyer said, "Oh, they probably have some legal fees that we could probably help and donate to." And the engineer said, "Why don't they just play at night?" So the engineer seems to have a solution that would work without taking into account people's feelings and social norms. That, I think, sums me up pretty well. There's another story told about an engineer with a manager and, well, a computer programmer, an engineer, and a manager. And they're going down a hill in their car, and the brakes go out. And the driver does what he can to try to get the car to the side of the road and narrowly avoids an accident. So as they're evaluating the situation, the manager says, "To fix this problem, we need to organize a committee, have a meeting, and through a process of continuous improvement, develop a solution." The engineer says, "No, I've got my pocket knife right here. I can just take it apart and fix it." And the programmer says, "Maybe it won't happen again. Let's push the car back up to the top of the hill and see if it does it again before we try to fix anything." As a programmer, I definitely associate with the third person. Is it really a problem? Is it going to happen again? Why are you bothering me with this if it's just happened one time? And of course, there's the story of the three who were sentenced to be put to death by the guillotine: the engineer, the lawyer, and the doctor. They take the doctor up, put his head in place, release the knife, and the knife stops on the way down. The doctor seems to be not dead, and he's shocked. And the death master decides, "You've been through enough of torture just anticipating this death. We're going to call that your atonement. Clearly, God has decided to save you. You may go free." They raise the knife again, bring the lawyer over, and again, the knife stops on the way down, and again, they let the lawyer go. The engineer is agog. He looks at the guillotine and he says, "Oh, I think I see your problem." And that's definitely me, trying to solve problems, even if it means the death of me. The problem is so engrossing, and just that feeling of fixing the problem is just so good. I can lose track of other things and just get engrossed in the problem. Toastmaster of the day.